Hello folks, this is a continuation of the last video. In actuality, it is the morning of the last video. I should have released this video before the last one, but oh well. So this is the morning of the last video. Still doing the same thing, jigging half a crawler. These are the jigs that we're using, them Lundy live bait jigs I was talking about, 16th ounce. Vertical jigging here off to this point. You can see the point in the background. That water comes out off of that weed point there and it comes out. So just kind of working up and down this point, this break here. Just varying my depth and seeing where they're at. Going up to 9, 10, and then I'll work out to 16 or deeper if I find more out deeper that way. One thing to mention when you're working a point like this too, if I'm go up in 9 foot of water or so, that's a nice fish. We'll get him back. Say I'm up in 9 foot of water and I'm working out to 16, I'm gonna have to let out line in order to keep that at that bottom depth. So if I'm up in 9 foot and I slowly work out to 16 feet, I gotta constantly be letting a little bit of line out as I go to keep that right at the bottom or just off the bottom. In the same way, if you're working from deeper to shallower, if you're working from 16 up to 9, as you go along, you got to increasingly reel in a little bit of line, so you don't have a bunch of slack line behind you because you want it straight up and down. So just remember that always, and you always feel for the bottom. You know, if you don't feel the bottom, let a little more line out. If you are feeling it, reel in a little bit more. Another nice fish. Getting back. So you're always right at the bottom with your lure. So that's a critical thing, to either let out line or reel in line as you move up and down this point break here. Got another one. So that's just a key, just knowing where your jig's at all times, because you want it right at the bottom for these walleyes. I mean, you don't want to be dragging with a bunch of line out, and you don't want to have it 3 foot off the bottom either. So you want to keep it. You always got to check where your jig's at, and always be watching your depth finder. Get the net on this one. Got him. Well, that's a pretty nice fish here. Good looking walleye. Nice golden color with a white tip on the tail. Gotta love it. Get a picture of him and let him go. Just got another one. Whoa!
Go!
Flipped out of my hand. Pretty guy. We'll get him back. You see him just jiggling that worm. Got him. Get him in. Another pretty fish. We'll get him back. Now right there, I was doing the little wiggle worm and see I let him have it. Give him a second to eat it and stick him. I use that 1-2 approach throughout the summertime. Is I'll switch back and forth between vertical jigging and the wiggle worming technique. I'll use the more the vertical jigging approach in the deeper water, and then if I get to that 9 to 12 foot range, I'll wiggle worm, especially around the weeds. There's another one. Get the net on him. Another good eater size there. We'll get him back. And you can tell I got the back of the boat into the wind here. That's really how you control your boat. Put the back of it in the wind and use that transom for the wind to beat against it. Otherwise, if you try to use your bow mount, it's blowing your nose back and forth and back and forth. It's almost impossible to keep it steady. So, using the transom, if you got a kicker motor or another trolling motor in the back, makes boat control much easier, a lot easier, especially when it gets windy. Because otherwise, it's blowing that nose every which way. Ah, we got a bass there. All right. Nice little bass. Pretty little fish. Well, fairly quick video. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care. We're going to get this one back.